every Monday night.
We'd like to say that in our opinion it is not suitable for children.
Every Monday night?
Or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Every Monday night.
And every Monday night.
Then we have a super sound DJ.
Sean Cook.
Good people, it is my pleasure to present to you
Sean Cook.
the one and only
Sean Cook.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. Hello, 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 welcome to the show.
So let's have fun, 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 fun.
Stand by for action.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Speaking.
There he is. Woo!
How we doing, guys? You alright?
Hello. Chris, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Apart from standing out in the snow, but I'm alright.
Well, that's a bit silly. Go indoors. It's much nicer and much warmer indoors. What are you doing standing out in the snow?
It's too loud. It's too loud indoors. I'm just on my way back from, unfortunately, work. But there you go. We've all got to burn a pan out, haven't we?
We have indeed. So let me just give you a little bit of a hype there. Okay, so you're part of a larger band called The Theme. Band members, yep. Paul Bassoon, your good self there, Chris, and Peter Sim, and Bill and Ben as well. Is that right?
That's the one.
Bill and Ben.
Bill and Ben, they sound like flower pot men, don't they?
So they're definitely the flower pot men. One's on drums, one's on bass. Brilliant stuff. Bill and Ben. Ooh, flubba, lubba, 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 lubba. Right, so you are The Theme, and apparently in 2015, I didn't know this, but you got a Galaxy Award for the best EP. What was that, a bar of chocolate?
That was a nice little award. Do you know what, though? That was before I got in the band, though.
Ah, right. So,
yeah.
Has it all gone downhill since you got in there?
Yeah, I've ruined it.
You've ruined it now. There we are. I'm only joking. You know I'm only joking, Chris. We love you. We love you, mate.
That was the boys, they won that award, which is great, you know what I mean? And it's a privilege to be able to sing them songs that they won an award for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know? Indeed. So what's on the horizon for The Theme, then? What's happening at the moment?
Loads and loads of gigs at the moment. We've got a big gig coming up with the Mighty Galleries, funny enough, over at the Seabright Arms for Spoonful, which is a great promotion. Do some great nights. We're playing over at the Seabright Arms in Hackney on the 2nd of February, which is going to be absolutely mega. Looking forward to that. We've got our little EP launch on the 15th of February down in the Marquees in Covent Garden.
Yep.
And also releasing the single that night as well, Hold Me.
Fantastic.
Which we're all excited for. We've done a video. When was that? Last Sunday. Yeah, Sunday just gone. We've done a video.
Excellent.
Which was really good, yeah, over in Highgate. So it was really nice. Cold, but it's good.
You like the cold, though? You're out there now doing it.
I don't like the cold, man. I'd rather be indoors in the warm.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, I've got Andy with me, Andy Top Walker. Obviously, you've been chatting with him behind the scenes, everything, getting all of this arranged. So, obviously, I'm going to hand you over to Andy. I'm sure he's got a couple of questions he'd like to ask of you as well.
Evening, Chris.
Happy days. You all right, Andy?
How you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm really well. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good, fella. I've got a few questions for you, but let's start from the beginning. The voice. How did you come about to get on there, mate?
Oh, the voice. So they come to me. Christ, that was back in May. They come to me, and my first sort of instinct was, "Nah, you're all right." Do you know what I mean? Speaking to a few friends, he said, "Chris, you've got to do it. It generates a little bit of, work with yourself and the band and advertising." I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? You're playing with a live band, and I've got to say, the live band they're pucker, they're mustard.
Yeah.
So that, you know what I mean? I thought, okay, well, let's give it a go, and we'll see how far we get. I mean, not in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine I'd be on the TV. I certainly didn't think that, I'd be getting this much admiration from people, which is amazing. I'm so grateful for ITV and The Voice for giving me that platform. Not just that, I think I'm also grateful for the fact that it's also put the theme out there further than we already were, I suppose, in respect. And I've got to thank the boys for that. When I've joined the band, I'd never really been in a proper, originals band before. So my stage presence come from all being in that band and still in that band and doing it. And, it was just good to get out there and promote the band and myself. And that's what it's done. It's done wonders for us,
Absolutely. I'm just going to butt in there as well, because your stage presence, was that choreographed or was that all you?
What's that? Sorry.
Your stage presence, when you were actually on the stage, was that choreographed or was that
no,
all
no,
you?
no. Listen, I ain't letting anyone choreograph my stage presence. That's for sure.
Good for you. That's what we want to hear.
Years. No, that was all me. I thought about it before I went on the stage. I just thought to myself,
Yeah.
how are we going to play this? You know what I mean? I thought I ain't going to stand behind the microphone, so I thought I'd pull the microphone off and get amongst it with a crowd, because in my head it was just like doing another gig with the band. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a case of singing down the new Crossing, or even the Cavern that we've done. I'm chucking some names out here. You know what I mean? So it was a case of just being me. You know what I mean? You can't be anyone else. You know what I mean? So I just was me, and I grabbed that mic and I pulled it off, and I thought, yeah, let's have it.
Let's have it. Happy days.
Yeah.
Like
So
I said-
it was great. It was a great thing. Great to be on that stage and all.
Excellent. So you say that the voice came to you. How did they find you? How did you come about?
Social media is a big player at the moment, isn't it? So you put a video up and stuff like that. When I do my gigs with a band and my covers thing, and I just got a message, and it was like, "Do you fancy auditioning?" So I went for a audition down in Chancery Laneway, and I went in front of a few executives and some vocal coaches, and that was it. And that was back in May.
Outstanding.
Oh, is it me again now?
Sorry.
Right, there we go. Now, I'm going to... Oh, here we go. We've got another call coming in now. What's that all about? Blooming heck. Hang on a minute. There we go.
Ain't my missus, is it? Telling me to do the dishes.
Yeah, it is actually. She's saying, what are you doing on the phone, Chris? Get in there and start doing the washing up, she's saying. Right, okay. Now, obviously, we all saw it, and I thought to myself, come on, turn. Obviously, that's the suspense of The Voice anyway. I mean, I'm not an avid viewer. I do know how it works and everything, but did you get to meet the guys afterwards or beforehand? Or
No,
you don't get to see them beforehand, do you?
Not at all. No, you don't get to meet them. So they, so basically, when you're doing a show, it's kind of on the day of your thing, your time.
Yeah.
You're kind of with your family and floating about with the producers and all that.
Yeah.
And there's normally like little alarm goes off to tell you that the coaches are walking around, so we all get pinned into some room, which is quite cool. And then so they don't see you. They don't see you afterwards. So when you're out, you're out. Do you know what I mean? It's only if one of them turns around, they sort of know where you are.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, so we didn't get to meet any of them. And, to be fair, I was walking around calling that Will.I.Am William for most of it. I don't know what he does, but he goes.
Oh, there you don't give away his real name, William. Oh, my goodness me. We'll get shot.
No, that's what I was calling it. It's called Will.I.Am, isn't it?
It's Will.I.Am, yeah. Got to get down with the kids.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, I watched it, and I've watched it a couple of times now, and who's that guy? Ollie Murs.
Ollie.
He was kicking himself because he was hovering over that button. I don't know if you've seen it yourself, seen it back, but he was hovering over that button, and I thought he was going to press it, and he was literally a millimetre away from pressing it, I think. Don't you think, Andy?
Absolutely. Well, we were gutted he didn't.
We were as well, and I'll be honest with you, I kept saying to my children, I said, I know him. You go, no, you don't. So there I was, watching you, trying to get up onto YouTube, and obviously I've put a couple of vids out, and I've put them out on the webpage as well, on Target Radio Live, with Cookie.
Yeah.
So I put the free that you had when you was at a different radio station when I was working. And I said, there you go, yeah, see, there he is. That's my claim to fame, that I know someone famous that's been on the telly.
I don't know about famous.
Well,
I'll take that.
Yeah, take it, mate. Take it, and put it on your CV, because it can only really help you grow as a musician.
Of course you can. I mean, to be fair to you, as I said, my whole outlook on going on to the show was generate a little bit of work with myself and the band, and get myself out there, promote anything, promote everything that we can, and once people have seen me on that, they start digging out, the theme and stuff like that, which is great, For people, any of them turning, it weren't really on my mind. It was just a case of get on there, do the job, like it's any gig, and then off you go. If that had turned, it would have been a bonus. But I mean, as I said, I think my music, taste in music, is very different from what that show has.
Yes.
I probably stood out compared to any other contestants because of the music genre that I love,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But again, which is, and as I said, I'm grateful for The Voice and the team for keeping me in my genre. I wouldn't, if they'd have said to me, we want you to do, I don't know, Tina Turner or something like that. No, you're all right, thanks.
Well, you are
No,
simply
mate.
the best, though, Chris.
Yeah,
Come on.
well-
I'm not sure about your legs, though, mate. You know, I mean, you might have to keep your trousers on.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they're a bit skinny, so you can't really see them anyway.
We didn't want to. No, we didn't want to see the legs, but we definitely wanted to hear your voice. And I'll be honest with you, I think they should have turned around personally. But then that's because I know you, A,
Listen,
and
it's what it
B.
is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I like the music that you play. Obviously, we play it quite often here on the radio. And, yeah, you've got such a great sort of indie sound to your music as well. And I know you love the indie scene.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what I've been brought up on, listening to all my life, really. There isn't,
Yeah.
you know, I remember like when I was growing up in my dad's pub, and it was just a case of listening to the local bands in there, doing all the Rolling Stones covers, the Who and stuff like that, finding this like, you know, red box, and it had all like, you know, the Clash and the Sex Pistols in it, the Who and Jam and everything else in it, and I just took that and I was like, Christ, mate, what is this? You know what I mean? And there was I've said the story before, there was a lodger upstairs and called Dennis, and when I was about 11, 12, you know, he introduced me to Definitely Maybe, and you know, all the greats of the alternative 90s bands, you know, Shed 7, Charlatans, Cooler Shaker.
I love Cooler Shaker.
Go on.
I love Cooler Shaker. They were so underrated. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, Crispin, this kind of guy lead singer, wasn't it? Yeah,
yes,
they're
indeed.
mega, man.
Yeah.
Mega,
Unfortunately.
So, yeah, I mean, it stemmed from that, you know what I mean? And I've got big idols in my life that I look up to, and a lot of appreciation for, like, you know, Paul Weller's and Noel Gallagher's, Richard Ashcroft, and all the rest of them. And I lived all through my life just kind of listening to that music. And
Yeah.
You know, it's just something that I'm going to bring forward onto that show, and that's what I've done. I was grateful for them to let me do Lucky Man by the Verve, because it was a song that my dad loved and all, and it's a song that I love, and, you know, have a lot of, I can relate to it quite a lot, you know. So yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I mean, for anyone not turning, you know what, it's not a be and end all, do you know what I mean? I've got my band, do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, and that's what we're doing. We've got some good gigs coming up, and that means more to me than going on a TV show, if I'm deadly honest. And that sounds like people go, well, don't be daft. But it's true. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to get more admiration off of the people in my industry than I am by singing in front of people that may not understand my industry, or working with someone who's not into my industry.
No, fair play, mate. That's a good answer there. But I've got another question for you. Obviously, Paul does most of your songwriting, yeah?
Yeah, Paul does the most of the songwriting. I chuck in where I can. If I'm going to be honest with you, I write a song, I need about 10 years off. I don't know how you do it, Paul. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Christ almighty, I'm sitting there playing the guitar all night, trying to write a song and all that. It takes me forever. But when it happens for me, it happens. And it's nice, and I think, yes, and I show it to the boys. They go, yeah, that's good, Chrissy, well done. And I might go, well, what about this one I wrote? And then Paul pulls out a blinder. That's how it normally comes about, you know what I mean? So I'm proud of myself for putting in a few tunes in the act, you know.
So did the rest of the group or the rest of the band get involved in your release for the 15th?
What's that? Sorry, say that again.
Did the rest of the band get involved in the writing of the song that you've got released on the 15th?
So, what, for the whole EP, or just with the single on?
Just the single.
Just the single. Paul wrote Hold Me.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of, you'll have to ask him what it's about. I sing his songs in my head how I think they should sound and what the storyline is behind it. But, yeah, Paul wrote that one. He's got full credits for that one.
Uh-huh.
But it's a great song. It's very kind of the indie rock kind of tune, and it's got a bit of attitude in it, and it's beautiful.
Well, I've got an attitude now because I haven't got it yet. So why haven't I got a copy of this yet? Come on.
Oh, listen, I'm going to have to get involved, and I'm going to have to tell Paul to send one over.
Yeah, he's going to have to sort it out and send one over to us, and then I can obviously start playing that when you let us know it's right and rightful to do so, really, because obviously I don't want to play something that shouldn't be played yet. So obviously make sure he pins it over to me and make sure...
Oh, listen, all for it, man. All for playing it. No
there we are.
problem.
Great, lovely. So as soon as you throw it over to me, I can obviously then whack that onto our playlist, and of course I'll play that live when I do my live shows as well. Brilliant stuff. So the theme are looking good. They're all sturdy. Everyone's happy?
Yeah, we're all doing really well. We've nearly finished off the EP.
Great.
Just a couple of fine little tunings to be done on a few songs. And the video's getting edited and
Look
mastered, and whatever they do with that side of things, I don't know. I keep well away from all that editing stuff. Just put me on a stage and that's me.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of work goes into video editing, trust me, I've done it myself.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And I'll tell you what, though, we've got some amazing things coming up. As I said, we've got See Bright on the 2nd of Feb. which is going to be mega with the galleries. And we've also got an absolute fantastic one down over in Skarmouth this year. We're playing there on the
you're
25th
down
of
there,
April.
are you?
Yeah, we're open. It's the opening. I think it opens on the 25th of April, which is the
Yes.
Thursday. So we're doing the Thursday night, and yeah, we are absolutely buzzing for that one as well. So not just that, we've also got the Cavern coming up in May. Date to be confirmed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so it's just all coming in thick and fast, and you know, we're keeping our feet on the ground and making sure that we're rehearsed and working hard. And then we can go and hit it out there on the live scene.
Absolutely. I mean, when you came into the other radio studios that I used to work in, you, the three of you guys, you just really nailed it with limited instrumentation and obviously, more importantly, limited space, if you remember as well. We were all crammed in there, and I'll tell you what, you boys really done a brilliant job. But question I was going to ask you as well, obviously the EP, is that going to be out on vinyl?
Do you know what, right? I'm going to be deadly honest with you here. The vinyl side of things, I would love to do.
Yeah.
But as I said, look, we're a working class band, and financial gain is obviously great. It's what we need. Every band needs it.
Sure.
It's quite expensive to put vinyls out there.
Yeah.
We are in talks of maybe floating a few of them about and trying to get them out there. But as I said, it's quite an expensive thing to do with the vinyls nowadays.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, what's that? So it's quite expensive to do nowadays. But yeah, but it is in talks, and we're hoping to get something out there.
That's brilliant, because I know what a lot of the unsigned bands do, and obviously that's what we champion here at Target Radio. There you go, cheap plug.
Yeah.
What they try and do is they put a limited edition a number out, and they sign them, number them, and etc. like that. And that might be an idea for you to do something like that,
Well,
run competitions and stuff.
That's exactly what we've been talking about.
Brilliant, yeah.
But as I said, to print out, get a load of done, whatever, how many hundreds or whatever. It's quite expensive thing for a working class band. You know
Yes,
what I
of
mean?
course, yeah.
If anyone wants to do it for free, give us a shout. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get in touch with us here at Target Radio, or indeed the theme there as well, because you've got your own Facebook page. So let's do your social media bits and pieces then.
Go on, mate.
So how do we get hold of you? Of course, we can go on Facebook. I can see you there now. That's the theme live on Facebook. Okay.
And then
anywhere else?
we've got the Twitter account, which is the theme at the theme.
Yep.
At the theme live, and we've got Instagram we_the_theme.
Excellent, lovely, and that's how we can get hold of you there. And do you take personal tweets and things like yourself?
Yeah, just add me up. I'm on Instagram. Mine's Chris CHRIS _Daley DALEY 1 Daley spelt like Arthur Daley. And,
love it.
And then on Facebook, it's Chris Daley DALEY, just Chris Daley.
Brilliant.
You'll see my good-looking picture come up.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we all love you. We fell in love with you, mate. We fell in love with you before, and and the next thing then, not the X Factor, obviously.
Yeah, not in a million years. Sold my soul to the devil once. I ain't doing it again. But lucky enough, the devil paid, so we're all good. But next for me, really, and the band is just, as I said, we're going to finish off the EP. Make sure it's all sounding, crisp and clean and pucker. Keep hitting that like the live scene as much as possible, and just enjoy it. Really, I don't think we want to get too bogged down with all the politics of it all.
Of course,
want to enjoy it all. You know what I mean, and embrace the live performances. And another thing as well, I will say we've been so privileged to have a real good following over our last few gigs that we've had. We had a busy period coming up to Christmas, and then we've had a busy sort of New Year coming up to now. It's still going busy, through February, March, and ongoing.
Fantastic.
So we're very grateful for that, and that's our key at the moment, is to hit these live shows, because you can listen to us on our on social platform, on digital platforms. You can also listen to us if you're buying a CD or whatever. But it's all great, you love it, but when you come to the live shows, it's a proper show,
Of course it is, yeah. I mean,
to take home with, what I mean?
There's no substitute for a live performance, absolutely. I'm just going to hand you back to Andy, because I know he wants to ask you just one more question.
Yeah, it's purely one more question, because obviously, Chris, I do know that you have a prior appointment to go to. But what we'd like to do...
It's nothing worrying, don't worry.
is ask you, obviously, you've got your own gig guide going on. What we'd like you to, or encourage you, to send it over to us so we can plug your gigs, mate.
Oh, definitely, yeah, by all means. I'll tell you what I do then. what I'll do is I'll message you all dates and stuff, and you can plug that on the radio. And again, we'd be very grateful for you to do that.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
As and when you get any gigs, please do pop them over.
Yeah, that's great. And we can obviously put those into a gig guide.
We will send you over to Hold Me, new single. I might even get you another one as well. One that I wrote called Distance for Hey.
Hey, ooh.
Yeah, so it was. I'll get the main man for that, Paul, to send the details over. If he's listening, Paul, you know what to do.
Yeah, sort it out, Paul. Come on, sort it out.
Pull your finger out. Stop writing them songs for 5 minutes.
Do you know, he's terrible. He's relentless.
Loves him, the boy. But yeah, so we'll definitely do that, and we'll get some stuff over to you, and it'd be great for the listeners to come over and watch us at a gig and check out the new music.
Yeah, indeed. We'll have to sort that out, Andy. We'll have to button up our blazers and get out there and watch these guys play again.
Absolutely. I mean, I know I've got a couple of friends, as you know, Chris, that already attend some of your gigs, and they rave about you.
They do, mate.
So let's really pack the venues.
Indeed. Right. Okay. Now I've got it on proper authority that you've got a meeting just after about 8 o'clock, but you've got a prior meeting with the dishwasher.
I better do that before I get. Listen, rock and roll lifestyle, isn't it?
I'll tell you now. I mean, you got to get your brownie points in first before you're allowed out to play. That exactly, I do know.
God bless my girlfriend. She does do a good job. She lets me go out and do my little.
And we love her as well. We love her as well here at Target Radio. But for now, then, we're just going to put our hands together for the brilliant Chris Daley. Come on. Woo! There we are.
Thanks very much.
There we go. And we will see you very, very soon. And keep in contact, Chris, and all the best for it. You're washing up this evening, and, of course, your meeting at 8 o'clock.
Lovely. Thanks a lot, lads. Keep the faith. Yeah, nice one.
No worries. Keep the faith for yourself, and see you soon. Take care now.
Cheers, fella.
There we go. Chris Daley. Brilliant stuff there, and thanks ever so much indeed. He's gone!